14 students and 3 kids. Oh no, I'm sorry, 3 adults were killed.
Shot.
Yeah, they were shot and killed by a former student.
Yeah.
Who he just had, obviously he had some very serious issues, and so now a year later, or a little over a year later, they are charging the police officer
or the security guard.
Well, no, he was an actual police officer, deputy. They're charging him for, I think they're trying to charge him for 100 years in prison for standing outside
and letting a little boy shoot
during
the
shooting.
And he didn't walk in there and say, "Hey, bro, hey, what you doing? Stop what you're doing. Put your gun down." He just was sitting outside chilling, like, "Hey."
So basically they're trying to say that it was child neglect. So he was aware that there was a shooting going on the campus, and even though he called for backup, even though I believe they said he went to the area that I guess when in a case of emergency, they're supposed to go to designated areas and follow certain procedures. Even though he did those things, he never entered the premises. And so now they're trying to say, or a lot of the parents are trying to say, and other people are trying to say that he could have stopped
the shooter. At least killing all of those. Maybe he would have killed 2 or 3.
Exactly.
He could have prevented the guy from killing all of those people.
Yes, that you could have saved somebody's child
just by going in and saying something. But I think he was fearful of his own life.
Yeah,
he heard them gunshots and he was like, "I am not going in that school to stop nobody. I'm outside. Y'all come get this little boy. He's going crazy, but I ain't." So basically, they're trying to give him 100 years, right?
All those charges that they're putting him with, he would basically get 100 years in prison
for not entering in school,
for not going in. So yeah, basically for not going inside. Now, do you all feel that is a justified punishment for him not going inside the school? Now, again, the Coral Springs police are saying that that's actually not true. That there were other deputies in the vicinity that also did not go inside.
Go ahead.
And they're not getting any charges. So basically he lost his job. I believe he went ahead and retired because they were about to fire him. Yep. So basically he retired. Yeah. And now they're charging him for not entering the school. Is it his fault?
Is it his fault?
Could he have done more? And is it his fault? Like, is that punishment?
So DJ Bam said that's not his fault. That police was on his way to retirement. He was not thinking about that. Yeah, he was like, I'm about to retire soon.
Yeah.
So Chef Smiley said he probably ain't know how many gunmen was in there. He just heard.
And he did say that he didn't know. He heard shots, but he actually thought they were coming from outside the building. He didn't know that they were coming from inside until he started to see people running out a different side of the school, and that he did help escort some of those children to safety. Yeah. But he was the first responder, and they're saying the first responder didn't do enough.
But I don't think it was his fault. I don't think he should get 100 years. The man is about to retire, so he's already, like Sabrina says, 100 years. My God, like. He's not in the Army. He's not in the Navy. He's not he's a police officer, and
he's one man.
And he's one, exactly, that's what I'm saying. So he's not sworn in to face bullets. Because what if he would have just went in and died and then nobody would have got no calls? He helped place the call so the other officers to come in and be on the scene.
More people. That's the thing. It's so many, like,
they need to rethink that.
Evaluate that, yeah. He's already lost his job though, and his pension.
Oh, he lost his pension. That's sad. Because let's just say you outside, you police officer, Shay. Let's just say you're a police officer, right? You're sitting outside, you start hearing gunshots. You finna just run in there and be super saver? Or you finna take cover and try to be alive to try to bring other people to the property?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's the thing. I'm just trying to figure out how they got those to stick at all. Like, how did it had to be more than just, it wasn't police officers getting him. It had to be families who were just
upset.
Trying to find someone else to blame on top of that young boy. Yeah,
because that shooter is not even getting enough. Like that type of like that little boy there, he could be a perfect candidate to get a vaccine or a cure out of his little behind. Put him next door to those rats and them snakes and whatever else they use. we need to inject him with some stuff and see if it works. Period. I inject him with everything because he and they say something about the mental part. They be using it sometimes. I don't know. Maybe it is true. I can't say. I don't want to say or talk down about his condition. If there is a condition, we never know. We would never know because people use that all the time to get out of stuff.
Yeah.
But he needs to be a guinea pig. So I think the families are just upset.
I think that too. And one of them blatantly said that you're the reason my daughter died. My daughter could have been saved, or somebody else's child could have been saved had you have gone aside. And I just think that's so unfair for you to say to him. Because you don't know where his mind state was. You don't know where
he could have
what he
scared.
thought. Yeah. You don't know. Again, you don't know if he truly thought that shooting was happening outside, and he was too busy trying to lock the school down. Like he said, I was trying to lock the school down. I didn't know where it was coming from.
That's messed up.
After other kids had already been shot. I don't know how many kids were shot at that point. It's not like the shooting lasted for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It lasted for minutes.
Yeah. And
we all know how quickly 2 minutes could go by. You don't know how many kids were or how many people were hurt at that time. So I just thought that was a very, very crazy story to hear. I truly, truly hope that those charges do not go through and that he does not get 100 years, because that's insane to me. But oh my God,
we got the countdown.
We have the countdown, guys. We have literally less than 2 minutes. That is crazy.
God bless those kids and the families. But if that was an incident that wouldn't have never happened in the inner city schools, it would have been blown up on the news the way it did. And the people that live in that Parkland have money, so they're going to go after it. And some people say, well, he shouldn't have took that job if he wasn't prepared. I feel you. Most white men are really cowards.
You're not the one in the situation.
That's true. Security is only eyes and ears, not cops or Secret Service or military officers.
True. Well, he actually was a cop. He wasn't secret. He was literally a police officer.
Yeah. And he never stood a chance against the AK-47.
No. I think he's like 60 now.
Oh, but the man is old.
What was he going? I ain't trying to be funny. He probably would have been one of the first people to go or something. You don't know.
Yeah. But we got a minute left on IG, but we're going to continue Facebook for a couple of minutes. But before we go, real quick, we got 50 seconds. Shay got a minute left. I don't know why I only got a minute.
Oh, because I started after you.
Oh, okay. Do you believe body count is needed and real? Do you want to know your partner's body count? Is it important? If we don't have enough time to finish today, we'll finish it next week. But is body count important to you and your partner? Do you care about how many people your partner has slept with?
Or should you care?
Or should you care? You just let it go.
If it was before you, should you care?
Which I think we got 20 seconds left counting down here. But Facebook, we finna conversate you with a little bit. And everybody else, dang, Facebook, y'all stay on here.
I know, we wish we could, but
you know how IG do. They count you down for an hour, and we don't want to start over after the hour. We're just gonna end it. But it's 5, 4, 3, 2. Good night. Facebook, what's up? Oh, let me go to Shay.
It's just about to be over.
I know.
Or I said IG. Bye. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, baby.
She'll see you in a minute.
Yeah. Thank you, T, for joining as usual, girl. Thank you so much, Lady Lavish, Dope Chick, BB90.
See, does yours save?
It do.
Why mine don't? Oh, Facebook, hold on. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Facebook. IG be acting up sometimes. So y'all be acting up.
Then
IG act up.
We don't know who want to do
can't
what.
Get it together.
I mean, I don't know. It's how I go to IGTV. I don't even know.
Okay, so body count, guys. We're going to answer this question real quick.
Like, what is that?
Do you believe your partner... We're going to ask the question again. Do you believe your partner, when they tell you how many sexual partners they've had, and should the number matter, really? Should the number matter?
Should the body count number matter?
Yes.
Is it really that important, fellas?
If it was before you.
Yeah, before
That's key.
Yeah.
If it was before you.
Does it really matter, fellas? Yes. Ladies, do you want to know your man's list of pages? Possibly. I don't know, because every man is different. But yeah, that is the question of the day.
Okay, I think I'll answer this one first.
Okay.
When I was told my husband's, I have to take a breather. When I was told my husband's, I must say again, because you guys have to remember how long we've known each other since we were in middle school.
Yeah.
So for me to find out where I stood on that list.
Or in between y'all downtimes, right?
Yes, in between our downtimes, and again, we talked in middle school, then we went to separate schools in high school, and even though we were talking, we were
off and on.
Because I'm not, my parents didn't play that. You don't have boyfriends, you do all that kind of stuff. So we kind of stepped away from that. Hey, Stephanie.
Hey, Steph.
We were not together during that time, and then we finally got back together when we were in my second year of college, and ever since then. So when I first heard the number, okay, I must say I was shocked. I was like, is he kid? Like, I really thought he was lying. I thought he was joking and trying to be funny, because I'm like, you couldn't possibly be serious. Now I'm not gonna go and tell the man business, because that's his business to tell.
That's your business.
But you just didn't think.
I
was like, is he serious?
So how did that question come up? Was it like, hey, what was your body count, or was it?
Yeah, it was just, what's your? I mean, because I didn't feel like there's any reason to not tell it. Like, especially because it was before me. Yeah. So what's the big deal? And he really, really didn't want to tell me. And once I heard the number, I knew why he didn't want to tell me. But I would say, should it really matter?
Did it change your perception?
It did a little bit
about him. Oh,
it did a little bit, and I'm not even gonna lie, it did. I didn't want it to, but it was like, well, what you been doing? What you been doing all this time? Like, just, since I think normally men think it's nothing when they do it, and I think that's ridiculous and crazy. Yeah, and when we do it, it's, oh my God. I mean, it could be on one hand, and you like.
Yeah,
it was shocking. I ain't gonna lie, but it made me view him a little different. Like, okay, where was your mind at during these times? But I couldn't hold it on him, because again, they were not when he was with me. Yeah. So what could I do? And I obviously got over it, because I married him anyway. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What? I don't think I would ever ask. I think sometimes I get asked that question a lot, and I'd be easy to answer, like, boom, that's it. Either you believe it or not. Yeah. But when a guy tells me whatever, it's like, like, oh, I thought it was like 6 or 10 or 8.
Is 10 too little?
10 is like, that's it. 10 is a good number for a grown man.
For a grown man.
Grown meaning what? 25, 28, 30.
35. A grown man.
10. Okay, 15. That's it. Okay. I mean, that's like 2 a year or something.
After hearing men say numbers, I really feel like that's such a, now it's like, you're like, that's it.
And some men would just tell me, just thinking about my past and people that I even wanted to bring the conversation up, I doubt if the conversation really didn't come up from out of me. Mm-hmm. It was like, man, I don't know. And I keep that. I'm fine with that.
So it doesn't matter. The number doesn't matter to you.
It don't matter, as long as you ain't got no soul ties to all of these 50 people. Because now if you got soul ties involved in here, we got a problem, and now you got to go. You could have slept with whatever. But if you have soul ties and you have gained some stuff with all of those relationships, expecting for me to possess some of those things that you have seen or witnessed or probably enjoyed, and I'm a brand new person. I am me. Yeah. Don't bring Felicia and all them towards me. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to bedroom type of thing. You know, like I wouldn't want
don't
those
try to put those expectations on me.
Yeah. Because if you've been so extra seasoned and salty, because now you got too much seasoning and now you too salty.
I think that's why men always like they say, you know, they want all these different things. They want tricks and they want all this other kind of stuff. And it's like, well, if y'all have had numbers that are just off the charts when it comes to partners, you know what I'm saying? And women don't have that, or a lot of women, I'm you know, and some women don't have that. How can you expect for them to live up to those kind of expectations?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thing. I don't care. I really don't care as long as, you know, how's your health? You know, what's going on there?
Number one.
Let me know what's going on. You know, if there's something, what is it?
Yeah.
You know, so I know what to do for me or our situation or not.
Yeah.
And again, are they 50 kids out of this? How many BMs you got out of this? Because if you're with me, that means you're not supposed to be married. So you're not married. I mean, you may have BMs out here, because if you done did 50, 100 people, possibly there's some babies out there. Do you know if there's some babies out there? Are they gonna sneak up on us in 2 years? Like, I don't know. You know.
So that's all very good questions.
Yeah, it's just, you know. So my thing is, who cares about the number from me from the guys? But my thing is, are you here with me now? Are you present, or are you worried about the dust?
Oh, not the dust
in the wind. And that's all I gotta say.
And that will conclude tonight's We thank y'all. Oh my God. We thank y'all so much for joining and tuning in. Yes.
We had a good time tonight.
We always have a good time, but some people tonight just really had us cracking up. Yeah, and we just want to thank everybody who commented, who made even one little comment. We want to thank anybody who watched even for 2 seconds. It doesn't matter. We appreciate the love and support regardless.
Yes.
Make sure you check us every Wednesday at 8 o'clock or 8-ish.
8-ish.
Around 8. We promise we'll get better with that. Around 8. You can also check us on YouTube on our Brains and Beauty page. You can check us on Facebook on our Brains and Beauty page. And also Convoz. I forgot.
Check us out on Convoz. We are on there. We are here.
Yes, we all over the place. Okay, so we're there as well. And also be sure to, you already probably follow us on our individual social medias, but make sure you follow us, Miami and Shayla Baisha on
y'all seen that
on
IG.
You see, she got that Miss Vanna. She the new Vanna White, y'all. Vanna White. Okay, we're finding Vanna Black. There you go. All right, I'm done with her. Okay, so thank you all so much for joining. Make sure you check us on all of our social media platforms. Follow, subscribe, hit the notification bells.
And see you next week.
And see y'all next week. Love y'all. Mean it. Toodles.